หนังหลุดล่อน
อีเชื้อรา
มาอย่างนี้ทุกปีไม่ไหวแน่
พ่อจระเข้
ใจทำไมพี่เคเขามาขออยู่ด้วย
ไม่มีกลิ่นปลอดภัยจระเข้คัลเลอร์ซีเมนต์ไม่กลัวน้ำทนทานไม่หลุดล่อน
Okay.
And then you would just start spreading your adhesive. Now you'll take your tile, set it in place. She's going to use 1/4-inch tile spacers. That'll give her the same grout space in between every tile.
Once the tile is laid, how long does it have to sit here for the adhesive to take?
A minimum of 24 hours.
Okay. For TV purposes, we left it for 24 hours. What would be our next step?
Our next step would be to grout the tile. So you're going to take the grout float at about a 45-degree angle to the grout joints. If you go with the grout joints, it'll dig the grout out. Now, once she has all the joints filled in, she's going to tilt her grout float up on a 90-degree angle and scrape the excess off the top of the tile.
So where can our viewers find all the materials that we used here today?
In this video, we are using NA3280 Top-Flex high-strength polymer thin-set mortar. Using a square-notched trowel, apply mortar to one of the marked grids and comb it into straight ridges. Press the first few full tiles into place using a slight twisting sliding motion so that it makes good contact with the mortar. Hold a level against your tile and make sure your tile is installed flat on the wall. If the tile is not flat, use a rubber mallet or hands to reposition the tile. Repeat this process until each tile is level. Use tile spacers between tiles to maintain consistent grout joints. Along the bottom line of tiles above the tub, use grout wedges. This allows you to maintain a straight tile line and compensate for variations in the tub edge. After you've done one or two tiles, lift one off and check the back. The mortar should cover the entire surface. If the mortar is uneven or in rows, the troweled ridges on the wall aren't thick enough. Scrape the mortar off the wall and reapply it using a trowel that has larger notches. Work up and out in a stair-stepped pattern. Take your time and work on the wall in manageable 8 to 12 square foot sections. Mark, cut, and set the tiles around the shower arm. If any top or end tiles must be cut, set them aside to be the last ones installed. If any mortar oozes up between the tiles while you're working, clean it up before it dries. If you are installing any soap shelves or accessories, measure and cut these tiles before you install them. Working from the middle out and down, set the rest of the tiles. In some cases, it is helpful to use masking tape to keep the tiles from moving during installation. Each type of mortar has a different curing time. Be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions. Once your mortar has properly cured, remove any support tape, spacers, and wedges. Check your joints for excess mortar, removing any excess with a utility knife by running the blade through the joints. Be sure to remove any excess material off the tile and out of the joints before you grout or caulk. This step will allow the grout and caulk material to fill the joints properly. The result is a consistent color that will complement or accent your tile as desired. Before grouting, seal the corners and edges of your tub with an unsanded caulk such as NA5300, specially formulated to match North American grout's colors. To apply the caulk, snip off the tip of the caulk container at a slant to simplify application in corners and edges. Insert the caulk container into a standard caulk gun and apply a thin, steady line of caulk along the corner seams and edge of the tub. Smooth the caulk using a wet finger or sponge and lightly draw it across the caulk line. This will finish the caulk to match the look of the grouted joints and the rest of the tile layout. A bathroom tub surround can be exposed to a barrage of water, staining elements, and strong cleaners. For the best resistance to this environment, we have chosen the stain and chemical-resistant NA4500 Vibracolor. This epoxy grout has two components. The first component is the liquid binder, parts A and B, which is sold in a kit. The second component is a powdered color additive sold separately in a plastic bag.
อะไรบ้างค่ะอุปกรณ์สำหรับติดราวผ้าม่านนะคะก็มีชุดราวผ้าม่านค่ะซึ่งจะประกอบด้วยราวผ้าม่านค่ะแ แขนสำหรับรองรับราวผ้าม่านนะคะสำหรับครั้งนี้ฝนจะติดเป็นผ้าม่าน2ชั้นค่ะแขนของราวผ้าม่านก็เลยมีลักษณะเป็นแบบนี้นะคะแล้วก็ที่ปิดหัวท้ายของราวผ้าม่านนะคะพุกสำหรับผนังคอนกรีตนะคะจำนวน4ตัวค่ะแล้วก็สกรูปลายต่อยนะคะอีก4ตัวค่ะมีขนาดพอดีกันกับพุกนะคะสว่านแล้วก็ดอกสว่านสำหรับเจาะผนังคอนกรีตค่ะไขควงไฟฟ้านะคะตลับเมตรค้อนขนาดเล็กนะคะไว้ตอกพุกค่ะไม้วัดระดับน้ำดินสอแล้วก็เพื่อความปลอดภัยในการทำงานอย่าลืมสวมถุงมือและแว่นตานิรภัยนะคะเมื่อได้อุปกรณ์พร้อมแล้วนะคะเดี๋ยวเรามาเริ่มติดตั้งกันเลยค่ะขั้นที่1นะคะเราจะวัดระดับแล้วก็มาร์กจุดที่ต้องการเจาะรูไว้ก่อนค่ะตำแหน่งที่เหมาะสมนะคะก็คือสูงจากขอบหน้าต่างประมาณ10เซนติเมตรค่ะแล้วก็จะห่างจากขอบวงกบด้านข้างนะคะข้างละ 5-10 เซนติเมตรค่ะ